In Limbus Company, we're introduced to a wide range of characters. A scientist that got humbled by its calf, a bugman that has PTSD, and even a big powerful Chinese guy that can easily one-shot you. All these people should be considered new to the player, which they are, but what about characters from past games? Library Runa, Lobotomy Corporation, or maybe even past medias like Leviathan or Distortion Detective. We don't talk about Wonder Lab. Recurring characters in Project Moon video games is very fun to see and happens once in a while. If you're a seasoned Lobotomy Corp player, then when you played Library Runa for the first time and saw the Sephiroths as Patron librarians, you must have been pretty excited. I know I was for sure.
Oh my gosh, this is so freaking epic. Holy crap, Donald Trump.
Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite.
Today we'll be going over familiar characters from past Project Moon media and present Limbus Company. To give an accurate timeline of when this video was released, Marceau's Kanto art actually was just shown a few days ago, so everything will be subject to change as I'm confident that we may see at least one familiar character in the future. Also, I want to mention that this will not include IDs but actual characters. Let's get into the video. Technically, if we want to start with every familiar character we meet in chronological order, we would have to introduce our friendly guide Vergilius and our reliable bus driver Charon first. Leviathan is a webcomic focusing around Vergilius before the events of Limbus Company. It explains his involvement and how Charon came to be. To be honest, I have never read it, and after this video I eventually will, but for now I'll give you the basic summary from the wiki. The story centers around Vergilius before his recruitment to Limbus Company, following him and the young fixer Garnet in their search for the missing Lapis. Basically, all you need to know is that to save Lapis, and eventually in the story, Garnet as well, Vergilius agrees to work for Limbus Company as its guide, via recruitment by Faust. This would then lead to present-day Limbus Company. In the C intervalo, we re-meet some familiar faces. No? Is this better? It's Molar Office from Library Runa. If you aren't aware, Molar Office consists of 3 members. Olga, their representative, plus the 2 kids Mika and Rain. After the events of Library Runa, everyone captured through the books were released to random areas across the city. Molar Office happened to end up in U-Corp, and eventually rebranded into Molar Boatworks, leading to their involvement with turning Limbus Company's Mephistopheles fit for the Great Lake. In my opinion, I think they definitely deserved better after their experience with the warp train in the library, so it's really nice to see that they're doing decent now. Believe it or not, I actually skipped one person that I won't go too in-depth into, but GuBUM does actually make an appearance in Kanto 1. In my opinion, I think there's nothing to him other than he comes from Leviathan and that Vergilius and him have had a confrontation before. He's literally just as big of a loser in Limbus Company than in Leviathan. It's just in Leviathan he aura farms more, and in Limbus Company he's kind of just a bum. Everyone knows and loves Bamboo-Headed Kim, right? His recent mini Kanto gave more background to his character and definitely showed off more of his personality. Even prior to that, people would like glaze him heavily and it would be so funny. You'd see it in all sorts of media. And for good reason too, because they had this guy posted up like this. And then they make him look like this. Like, come on, bro. You're literally slandering my goat. After being released from the library, Bamboo-Headed Kim and his syndicate was surrounded by Kurokumo clan members. This caused everyone except him and Ongdu to die. That's like a really rough summary of it. It's not that accurate, but I want to kind of keep this part quick because everyone knows who he is. This would lead to him like distorting in that intervalo, and that crossed the line with his memories of S-Corp, so just led him to the brink of distortion. That's really it. Carmen was actually shown in Kanto 6 to demonstrate distortion for Heathcliff. Though this doesn't really say much other than she has a connection to the distortions. But other than that, she's in the game. And she's also in the character lines too, she's the one reading it. Erza and Moses come from Limbus Company's distortion department. Honestly, if you've read Distortion Detective, you're aware that these two are very experienced when it comes to handling the source of distortions, and have also shared the same feelings of sadness when the series was put on hiatus to create the Project Moon games we have now. Though a game for them is planned in the future, so I'm extremely excited about that. Yuria is referenced a few times via some of Erza's moves, but she isn't shown at all. You can even see her tag being worn by Moses. Vespa, now known as the Yellow Harpoon, was an N-Corp taboo hunter responsible for taking down Yuria for breaking a taboo. Eventually, he crosses ties with Moses. They lock him into Yuria's workshop, and Vespa is fired because of inactivity, which does lead him to join Moses' team and join the LCD department. Bari was actually shown in Library Runa's bad ending, but it's not actually canon. I thought it was just a fun thing to mention. Garion also had a brief cameo in Kanto 8, with also a reference from Lobotomy Corp. Hanafuda and Allan also appear in Kanto 8 as Kong-Chi's way to demonstrate immortality. As general receptions in the library, they aren't that relevant in the plot, but it's nice to see that they're like actually alive. Even with so many new characters being constantly introduced in Limbus Company, sometimes someone from the past may show up a time or two. Regardless of what happens, I'm all for it. Roll in cameo in the next library vault purchase, I'm calling it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Also feel free to correct me and mention any characters I missed. I would love to hear your responses.